Well, welcome everybody, the Master Heart family, where we come together, and you're going to absolutely love our time together today, as every time we're together. But Archangel Michael is going to come and share some of this wisdom. I channel some information that is just really inspiring, and so you'll love that, and that'll be another magical time that we'll have together with him. And but before we go there, that what's the good news? Who has good news to share with us? And what's going on? Hey, Joey.
Hello there.
Hey, you're looking good,
Right.
man. Are you driving down Florida?
I am. So I got good news and bad news. I got something really good to share, but
Okay.
I'm driving through Georgia, and they will not. It's against the law to talk on your phone and sing at the same time. So I don't know.
Joey is trying to get out of singing so early already. My God.
Have to double check that law.
That's great, Joey. I'm doing that. So hey Lois, that so Joey, what's the good news?
Yeah, so I've been doing, and you know, Dr. Hank, you and I have talked. I've been doing the visioning and things like that for quite a while and stuff. And
Yeah.
about 2 weeks ago, I came upon a new way of doing it, where instead of reading my vision and things like that, it's like I'll just close my eyes and kind of open up the eye of my mind, which in the Bible they refer to as our imagination, really is what they're talking about. You know, open the eye of my mind, and I've just been opening that, and it's like I'm seeing like a white screen, and I'm watching my vision play on that screen. And it's just been so powerful, and it's things I don't have to do for a half hour or an hour or things like that. I could do it for a few minutes and just really see that. And what I'm finding is, at first when I did it, it would be kind of like my thoughts that I put into the movie, you know, of the things like my vision of clients showing up with ease that want, you know, the works that I've put together for them and stuff, and they're willing to pay for it and all that. And eventually it's kind of continuing to grow into, like, I see a brand new F-150 truck into it. I see a all season room on the back of my house that I want to add to it. And I'm seeing these things happening.
Whoa, Joey just left us. Joey, are you there? Let's see, he's there. So I'll share with you, and what it is, and I'd encourage all of us to think about this, that, oh, here he comes again. But to think of this as a movie, and that it's the movie of your life, and you get to create it. So go ahead, Joey.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know what happened there, but anyways, it's
you were singing a little, and the police disrupted you from singing.
So that won't happen again. Thanks, Dr. Hank. I needed that. But anyways, it's growing a life of its own. And so as these things are happening, I see myself working with high commissioned salespeople. Mm-hmm. And out of the blue, that within that same week, I end up meeting somebody, and we're talking, and I didn't even know what they did. And he goes, "Man, I would love to bring you in and talk to my whole sales staff about doing some coaching." I've had vision in that movie. I've had like past clients who have showed back up in my life and stuff like that. Yeah. Earlier today, and that was last week, earlier today, I had one of those clients that I've worked with and really helped him explode his business call me up, and he goes, "I want to start working with you again." Wow. And it's like so it's like tapping into another source beyond what my imagination is even bringing up as far as my vision goes.
Yeah.
It's really getting exciting.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. And it's this idea about our cup overflowing. And that's what's happened with Joey's life, is that he's putting it up on this movie screen. And so in all of us, if we just start, expand, ask Joe f.e.a.r, Archangel Joe f.e.a.r, to expand your imagination, see this screen up there, like you're in a big movie theater, this big, beautiful screen, and start putting on the screen the movie of your life. And what happens is that this loving divine energy of the divine comes in And not only because remember that God knows where you are and what you want and knows how to get there the fastest way. And so by you identifying, here's my movie of my life, that now God comes in and makes it even better because God knows exactly how to be able to do that and the people and the circumstances and the events. And so then it really gets fun. Then hang on for the ride of your life, baby.
Yeah. And the last thing with that, Dr. Hank, is like part of my vision is that I'm growing more youthful and younger with every passing day. And I know you're going to laugh, but I swear this gray band was up higher than it is now, that it's actually getting color back to my head.
Joey, I'm right with you. And that I'm right with you, man. And that I actually, when you got on today, I went, Joey looks younger and more handsome than I've ever seen him. Honest to God, that's what I thought.
Oh.
And so here you go, Joey. You just call it the way you want it, baby. That dark hair is coming in nice.
Well, you just roped me into singing with joy at the end. So that's what I wanted to share today.
Oh, that's great. Well, thank you so much, Joey. It's just amazing. And yeah, it's incredible that, what are we, ask yourself, what am I thinking about? What type of, movie am I making for my life? Am I making a horror movie? Am I making a movie that I don't want? Or am I making this just amazing movie of youth and abundance and prosperity and laughter and smiles? And, oh boy, let's bring it on. Well, if you can think it, if you can have it in the eye of your mind, that God can deliver it to you. And so how beautiful that is. Thank you, Joey. Thank you. So other good things going on.
Well, I have something, Dr. Hank.
Yeah, Victoria.
I was having just like the pain would come just every so often, and then sometime I'll have to take like little pain pills and for my neck, and it goes down to my hand from my left all the way down to my hand. And so every once in a while, I was working out, I'm doing fine, but I was being limited, and I was like, wow, what's going on? So I had a follow-up appointment for my neck and all that. I have been doing injections and all those helpful things. And so I went and I talked to the specialist, and he gave me great news. He told me that, that I have two discs that's going to need to be replaced. And so for me, I was just like, I know this just, this pain in it's got to be something, but I wasn't like letting it overtake me or anything like that. It was just being more nerve wracking than anything else. So I got the great news. He told me, he said that, we're just going to go ahead and clean it out and put your two new ones in there. And he asked me, and he said, well, how old are you? And I said, 60. He said, once you heal from all this, you're going to feel like you're 40 years old.
There you go.
I was like, bring that on. Come on, win. So, yes.
Yes. Well, Victoria, your operation is this Thursday. And what I love on your attitude about this, you have, there's good news. Yeah, there's answers and solutions. That doctors are part of God, if you will, the different operations and everything. I mean, they're just amazing. And you have a great attitude. Oh, great. I'm getting two new ones and I'm going to be like 40. I feel 20 years younger.
Yes. Great news.
Well, bless you. And we send you our love and knowing that you're going to have the doctors just have the perfect operation, their hands, everything that they do, that they operate perfectly on you, and that the operation is a success and you recover just like quickly. And hallelujah.
Thank you.
Hallelujah. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Hallelujah. Thank you. Yes.
Fantastic. Other good things going on? Becca and Stephen, you at least have to just say a little about that you guys were together this weekend. if you can. Oh, I don't know if they can hear me. Oh, I guess they can't hear me. And so with that, yeah, I don't know. But anyways, they've been together and just have had just a marvelous, amazing weekend together. And so, romance is in the air. And so we love that as well. So what I wanted to do then, I wanted to share with you a little bit more, and kind of understand this angel thing, if you will, and to understand where angels came from, and then actually to hear a message from Archangel Michael that I had channeled. And so maybe we start out, first of all, with what is channeling. And it basically is communication with the divine, that we have the opportunity to be able to communicate. And it's a two-way communication with God and with all that is. And so, and I communicate with certain entities, and it includes those that have walked before us. Remember, we have eternal life. And so, you maybe want to write down, just think about like your grandparents, that you can invite. That unconditional love is, for most of us, our grandparents are just unconditional love, and you can actually channel them right into your experience. And I've had people like Deborah Crystal, she's actually smells her grandfather the way he used to smell, and feels his presence. And then her dad, dancing with her dad said, wow, I kind of feel like, your grandpa's here, which is his dad. And so, and it's really about like what Joy was talking about, expanding our imagination here. And so where did angels come from? And basically that mankind has those that have walked before us previously, that they've asked for certain things. In fact, 7 things that they have primarily asked for. And so God answers all prayers. And so God decided to take these 7 energies. And so the first one that I'll talk about, last week, we were with all 7 energies, and it was that rainbow, if you recall, that was there and just is around us, in us. And you can invite your 7 angels in right now in order to, share that experience, that amazing feeling, and that presence of love. And some people say it's power, and it is power, but it's this loving energy. I like putting loving energy and having that. And so we have asked, and we're the courageous one. We're the pioneers. We're the ones that signed up for this, that we're on this Mother Earth, and we are experiencing everything on Mother Earth is everything we want and everything we don't want. And we have to brush up with this, what we don't want, what I call contrast, the things we don't want, that we have to brush up against that in order to birth new thoughts and feelings of what we do want. And most people are still in their pity party, though, when they have a little, like Victoria's sharing that she could be in a pity party right now and say, oh, this is terrible, I got to do this, and blah, blah, blah. And then she wouldn't have gone with God. Because, see, God never is sad or upset about anything, and is always happy with you. And there is no judgment, and do not judge. God doesn't, and we have free will. And so instead, Victoria went where God went, and just the joy is that, oh my gosh, an answer, a solution, better health, 20 years younger, more years to live this glorious life. And so in those things that we have asked for, that for all of us brave, courageous beings, that divine beings that have decided to come here and to expand all that is, and we expand it through our thoughts and through our feelings. And it's an amazing, and we have these amazing, incredible bodies, and that pain, again, we can turn into what we do want. And for those of you that know some of my life, that, I've experienced tremendous pain, but all that pain took me to pain-free and healthier and feeling better than ever. And so when we know that everything is getting better and that our futures are bright, now we're on the wanted side and we're thinking about life and our life, the life around us as God does. And so the first archangel that God, this energy, so what is God? God is this loving energy that's throughout the entire universe. And this energy, within it, the energy of particle, any particle in the universe, any person, any thought, any circumstance, situation, any of it, all of it, has within it, and it's all God, but it has within it the wanted and the unwanted. And we get to choose. We can either choose the wanted or not. And so mass consciousness, when I say mass consciousness, Archangel Michael will refer to this a little bit differently. But when we have this mass consciousness, that what happens is we get into all the fear and we get into what we don't want. And so God is this immense, beautiful, loving, divine energy, which we are all made out of, that we are made in the image and likeness of this divine energy. And we have been given the privilege to have the power to be able to use our minds to mold that energy of God Almighty into anything that we want, into our experience. And so that's why all of our dreams can come true. That's why with God, all things are possible. And so it's so inspiring to know that, wow, we got it all and we're in control. There isn't anybody working against us. There's no force against us. There's no karma against. There's none of that. We get to choose. We're going to all brush up against contrast all the time. And we have to, because it's the only way to give us the eternity, put the eternity into everything, is by having the contrast that bursts new thoughts and new feelings. And so the first loving energy, and because mainly this is what people were asking for, is they wanted to manifest. They wanted to have more stuff, be more stuff, enjoy more, stuff, if you will, more of life. And so what's considered the most powerfully loving archangels, and so there's 7 archangels, there's all kinds of angels. There's an infinite number of angels. In fact, when you ask, like, for example, I know many of you are in businesses and you want to attract clients. When you ask for more, I want to have more clients ready, willing, and able, that I want to attract people that want and pay for what I offer. Those are all beautiful, divine, powerful words. And what happens is not only the archangels, but all your angels go and gather your goodies. And they start attracting the people, make you a magnet to attract the people and the thoughts and the circumstances in order to give you what you want. What slows us down is in step 4. Remember, our thoughts, step 1, create energy, our emotion. That emotion in step 2 goes to step 3, and it's a signal. It goes to God, our emotions from our thought, and it goes to God. And God instantly receives it. All the angels, the archangel, instantly receives your message and instantly answers it. So all your prayers are being answered. But it's an energy form, and we have to do step 4. And we talked about that, about it, allow it, believe it, and expect it. Now, what happens, though, is fear comes in. And Archangel Michael today is going to share with us about this fear and going to release the fear in all of us, if you will allow it. And this is how powerful this is. I'm telling you, it happens instantly. By the time you're off of this call, you'll be released to fear. And that's the only thing, according to Archangel Michael, it's the only thing that gets in our way, because we don't allow it. we go, oh, you know, the economy is bad, or interest rates are high, or recession, you know, whatever. We say resist the thought. It doesn't matter what the world is doing. What matters is what we're thinking and what we're feeling. And then we go to step 5. Once we allow it, believe it, expect it. Step 5 is we get to enjoy it, we receive it. And that's why ask and we shall receive. And now you know what's in the middle there. And the Father does the work. You don't have to do anything other than be thinking about what you want, why you want it, and then allow it in and believe it. And so that's what all of us, and why we're together, that we are continually building, because we're together. It's more powerful than by ourselves. And we continue to build our belief, to build our expectation of a brighter future. And the more that you can hear these words and these divine words that come through, because again, you know, this isn't like me, you know, reading something or whatever. This is all being channeled directly into your ears, in your mind, into your heart, in the being of you. And that, are you allowing it in? And yes, you are. The Master Art family is allowing it in. And all you need to do is participate and be open. And so we're going to have some help today. And with the most powerful, loving energy that God has given us, and it's with Archangel Michael. And so what I'd ask for all of us to do is, and again, if you're driving, I don't want you to close your eyes and pay attention to the road. But if you aren't, I would suggest, since it's an inside job, I would suggest that you close your eyes and let's just breathe. And so what we're doing is breathe in and breathe out. Most helpful to 5 seconds in, thinking about breathing in and breathing out, and just say to yourself, at ease. You know, Christ said that the meek shall inherit the earth. Who are the meek? We are right now, as we relax, as we allow, as we become at ease. Breathe in and breathe out. And just relax from the crown of your head and begin to relax your body. The more relaxed, the more allowing you can be, the more open you are to God and God's love, and to Archangel Michael. Breathe in deeply. Relax your eyes, relax your jaw, relax your neck, relax your shoulders and your arms, relax your chest, your stomach. Breathe in. Leave any of the worries and concerns at the doorstep as you enter into your soul, into your kingdom, the kingdom within you. Relax your head, relax your body, hands, right? So relax. The higher self that is part of you. As you breathe in right now, and hold. And in that silence, as their higher power, let's relax. Again. Now invite Archangel Michael. Again, we know that all we have to do is ask, and we shall receive. And we now fully open. Ask Archangel Michael to come into our mind, thoughts, into our emotions, into every cell of our body. That blue loving energy, that loving light. Just feel the blue angel dust start to fall upon you, and every pore of your body, and every thought, you become relaxed. We invite Archangel Michael in. We ask you to take over now and flow through me and share the good word. Greetings. I am Archangel Michael. And yes, you know me, and I know you. We have had many encounters together, some of which you are aware of, many more that you are not aware of. I was always have been here for you. You just need to ask. Now be on your consciousness forevermore to invite me in. You are so special. I wish to speak to you about what is the most important thing to me. It is my passion. It is my mission at this time to help you, each one of you, to release this no thing that is called fear. Fear is only an illusion. It is the most powerful illusion that was given to you and passed down for generations. It is the most destructive illusion. It is the beginning, the end, and the cause of all wars, conflicts, and internal conflict that you experience. Fear surrounds nearly everything at this time. And because of this, it is not only my direction, but it is many other energies and beings throughout the universe that we are here to help you eradicate this falsehood, this lie called fear that most believe so fiercely in. Fear has been present in what appears to be not really what is, but still prevalent to others. And it is an unwanted part of the unified mindset of humanity. Imagine looking from out in space and looking upon Earth. From this viewpoint, you will see that Mother Earth is encased in a dirty, smoggy blanket. In past times, fear was a gray blanket. And so many people have taken it as their truth. They put their energy into it. That it has now taken on a form of its own and blanketed all of Mother Earth. It's an oppressive weight and has become more powerful, more dark, because there is so much fear. It has become more oppressive and more difficult to see the truth and the light. You have partially resisted this and not gone into the full fear. And now, my Divine One, it is time to not only resist it, but it's now your chosen time to release it from your essence. Each time a divine being such as yourself releases their belief in fear, it will release its hold over you. It has no weight. It has no form. It is totally, without exception, illusionary. Because so many have invested their energy into this fear, it has become part of the unified consciousness and then thus become oppressive. And all can feel it. However, As you release your fear today, your belief in fear today, I want you to see yourself penetrating through this black blanket as the light now pours through. The truth now pours in to you. You will now be helping all. Fear is mankind's pain problem. And this is now a turning point for you and for many others. You will now release all fear, all of its guises, and include anxiety and worry, and pain and doubt and shame and guilt and many more illusions. You will experience now a new kind of freedom, something that you have asked for. You will now have greater opportunities presenting themselves to you. Your vibration will now rise, and you will be more connected with the divine. You have always had the ability, and you came in knowing this, that you can create whatever you wish. But fear has prevented you from doing this. You will now be able to create whatever you wish. This will be everything, all of your dreams, the relationships that you've asked for, the business, the money, the romance, the greater opportunity with others. This is your ascension time, your time to rise up. Breathe in. You will have no trouble releasing fear. You will be helping many others from this weight that sets upon them. You will give them more light, a chance to breathe fully, give them clarity and a sense of knowing who you really are. Pure love, a divine creator. This will also help your other selves, your higher self, your mind, your body, your spirit, and all the things that are made of you. Now picture a bathtub sitting by itself in the middle of a room. Since it has no walls, imagine this bathtub is surrounded by a curtain, and you are standing in the center of the shower bathtub, surrounded by this curtain. It used to be a clear curtain before you came back into this world, but since then, it has become black. You cannot see through it because of the false power given it of fear. It is time now, dear one, to take this curtain and remove it from your vision. Remove it from your direct connection with love, God, divine intelligence. For what lies beyond this is the most vivid colors and loving divine energies where you have the brush. You get to create whatever you wish. This is so colorful. This is so exciting, so beautiful, and so angelic for you and all of us. Your true reality lies beyond this curtain. The curtain has only been kept in place by whatever fear you have been hanging on to. It is time now to be free of fear, experiencing true freedom. For as you are now set free, you shall see the truth, the love, and the divinity in you and all things. As you now release your fear, it gives me Archangel Michael and all of us, all that is, great joy. And it helps all, and it makes your way easier to experience a greater anything you wish. All limiting beliefs on our unworthiness is all based on fear. As you release your fear now, this all disappears. You will have no boundaries. You know who you are, and what you can create, and you will create in every present moment exactly what you want. You will now be able to turn over your desires to God, to divine intelligence, and you will be given even better and greater than you have asked. All you need to do now is release fear. Fear is the wall that has prevented humanity from walking down the corridor of joy and experiencing the doors of abundance swinging wide open for us. You, blessed child, breathe in. You are now taking down this wall to experience true freedom. Create your desires in divine and grand ways. We know you. We know you are prepared for this as we speak, for it is most beneficial to you and the world. Now picture the flow of life that flows through you and all of life. It is like a river, a deep river with strong sides. It is your strength. It is your creativity. It is the flow when you have been in this river. But at times you have lost your way and not found this river of life. This is when I want you to call on me, and every time I shall help you find your way. This is a deep river, a powerful river. And as you fully enter this river, it shall sweep your way to your glory, to all that you desire. It shall take you with God. Breathe in. My partner is faith. And I now give you faith to give you the courage to submerge yourself in the river and flow of life. Now truly and fully give yourself to the river. You can flow peacefully and in any way you wish in the river, and even sit on the bank and watch it flow by, always being all present and aware of this loving river of life, the river and flow of God Almighty. Always shall you now flow and stay in this creative flow at your comfortable and divine pace. And if you cannot find it, call on me, and I shall show you the way. This is your source of strength. This is the source of manifesting your dreams. This is the source of all your love and power that flows through you eternally, forever and ever. This is your gateway to whatever you desire and more, whatever you fully allow now. You are now ready. Your readily acceptance is so appreciated. And I have always loved this about you. I have admired each of you in such a grand way. You've always been open, and know that I shall always be there with you now. Whenever you need me, call on me. For both faith and I will be with you. There is great love and respect and honor for you. You are the one that gives more than most. And for this, we thank you. And we thank your higher power, which is the conduit to you and us. We now allow you to take this leap. Are you ready to release your old beliefs of fear in any shape or form? All emotions, to release them of any place or thing. this lifetime, all dimensions in your ancestry line. We're going to extract this lead bar of fear within you now. We are now lifting out your fear as Michael and Faith are here in your belief and transforming this fear from you to the divine creator, transforming this fear into love. So release your fear now. And you are now fear as gone. You are now blessed, raising your vibration up as this bar of fear has left. Your boulder in the stream of life is gone, and water. Life is flowing steadily and powerfully and lovingly with you, to, through. Your stream of life is now fully open. This fear that once stopped you now positively impacts all that is and all that is to come for you. And how do you feel about fear as it clears totally out? You are going to have now experienced an amazing lightness of being. Just feel the light you feel. Breathe in. Feel your loving power. Feel your lightness, as light as a feather. You are now in your source of strength, the source of your creativity, where you will expand thought and feelings beyond where they have been before. This is a source of all your love and power that flows through you eternally, forever and ever. This is your gateway to whatever you desire and more. Whatever you will now fully allow. You have now expanded the eternalness that makes us all eternal and released fear. And you have risen up to the divine, and in who you are is pure love. And for this divine one, we give thanks. And now go out and create, enjoy, love, and be happy. Be all the things that your soul intended you to be. For you are released the only thing that's been in your way from having the way. And remember to always call on me. Archangel Michael, I shall always be with you and show you the way. And this is now done unto you. I invite you back into your chairs, into your room, into your space.
Yeah, that's good. Good.
Yeah. What caught your attention most with that? What's an aha you want to share?
I just began to feel lighter. And as I allowed and to be released, I just began to feel lighter. My mind was just clear and just thinking about different things, but it was all things that would empower me.
Yeah, beautiful. And that word empowerment, that's right at the top of vibration, vibrational level of where God is. One of those words, love and joy and appreciation and empowerment. And at the bottom, by the way, of that vibrational scale, that it's disempowerment. And like when I help people with suicidal tendencies, that they're feeling that they're disempowered, that they don't have a choice. And the beautiful thing is we all have a choice. We get to choose what we want. And that's the only thing that was with us. Yeah, Archangel Michael, yeah, that he, that what he channeled down there, that originally that's what he did for me, to release the fear and have the miraculous life that I am. And so, and you'll see that it'll just get better and better from here on out. And just know it will. And you don't have to figure it out. You don't have to work at it. That the Father does the work. That you're not in the way anymore. Your smaller self, your committee, that committee of, remember the committee members, first one is fear. And I think I shared with some of you this morning via text, but fear is false evidence appearing real, exactly what Archangel Michael said. But fear is also face everything and arise. Nice. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Now I need to write that one down too.
Me too.
Face everything and rise.
And rise.
Yeah, face everything and rise. Yeah. And so it is false evidence appearing real, but what are we going to do about it? And we're going to face it. So this is what I don't want, whatever it is, lack, limitation, whatever, argument, health, what, it doesn't matter. And that's what it's simply what I don't want. Okay. And so, it's not like fear is, in your refrigerator or parked out in your garage. That, it's not in your drawer of your desk. Fear is just made up. And we can make it, like Joey was saying earlier, we can make the movie the way we want it, our life the way we want it. But you're the one that does the asking. You're the one that has to paint the picture up on the screen on how you want it. I always get a kick out of people saying, well, I'm going to wait for God. And I go, well, good luck. You'll have a long wait because God's waiting on you to ask. And then the Father will do the work. And then all we need to do is allow it. And without fear, it's easy to do step 4 now. You'll see. You'll be able to allow it, believe it, and expect it.
Yeah. Dr. Hank, there is something about that when you really meditate on keeping fear out, and then you'll notice how it changes you because of the fact everyone else is in panic mode around you but you.
Yeah.
And that is a blessing because all you do is have to step back and see the bigger picture.
Yeah.
And the vibration of it also calms others down too, I guess, because you're like the sane one in the group, maybe.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, you're the one that isn't being held down by fear. You're the one that isn't being the slave to the committee. In this committee, the only devil there is, the only evil that there is our own committee in our head. And it's the things that we don't want: fear, worry, doubt, complaining, and shame. And liberty, I just love, you saying, yeah, on that, this is how, like meditation, it's one way in order to get connected. And for us in the Master Heart family, for those of us, which is us, that are connected, we're more powerful, more lovingly powerful than millions that aren't. So that's why it doesn't matter if the whole room full or whatever, the whole family, the whole business, whatever, the whole TV news, whatever, it doesn't matter out there. What matters is how you are. And when you're connected, you're going to influence all of that. And you'll see the wanted in every person, every situation, every circumstance. And you'll see the wanted in every particle of the universe, to include you. You know who's the head of the committee? It's the judge. And you know who it's judging? You. And what's it saying? Not one damn nice thing. It said, why didn't you do that? You know, you should be doing that. Get rid of the shoulds. There are no shoulds in our world. There are no averages. Well, the average, I don't care what the averages are. We're above averages. We're above the way it was. We're above our past experience. We're above whatever is going on in our current life in front of us. Because whatever is going on in front of us is just our previous thought that has created, that we've been asking for, wanted or unwanted, that's in our lives right now. So if we want to change our reality, if we want to rise up, all we need to do is to think about what we want, to meditate, to get connected, to ask, to call in Archangel Michael. There's 7 angels. I call them in every day. I remember with Mike and I were talking last week, and he said, "Oh, I forgot to, I'm not thinking to ask Archangel Gabriel. It was about communication." And how Archangel Gabriel can make us an angel of communication. You don't have to be concerned about anything, first of all, but you don't have to be worried or concerned about what you're going to say next. You'll be given the thoughts. You'll be given the tone of voice. You'll be given the body language that is perfect in order to communicate the divine with people and to show others your value and who you are. So, yeah. Other thoughts?
No, it's really, I know it sounds, saying it's one thing and doing it is a completely other, because you have to know what to turn off. And the negative surrounds you everywhere with all the social media. You know, you have to know where to look, and sometimes you just have to break away, kind of like in the 80s when we had no cell phones, no internet or anything, but you really do have to find your space. Don't get interrupted. Just truly meditate on what you want and get in with yourself, because if you got the TV on, you got people talking to you in the background, you're not really thinking about it, you're letting in the world back in, and you got to back it off. And it took me, gosh, 2 years to figure it out.
Just thank the Lord you figured it out. Most people haven't figured it out ever, that they're going to go through this lifetime and not figure it out. And it's okay. Everything's playing out right, because remember, when we brush up against contrast, if we stay in our pity party, it's okay, because God is what you do want, has the thoughts and feelings of what you do want, so that the expansion still occurs. But your joy, your freedom, you're in jail. When the committee has you, you're basically in jail. And that we all have to pass out. We're given the pass out of jail, out of this confinement where, I can't do this, and I have to be this way. And when you let that all go, you'll see there's a beautiful world out there. And really, I can give examples of my own personal life where I just gave it up. I love the example about Facebook. One day I got a thing, and I had thousands of people on Facebook, whatever, and probably 12 of them I had conversations with, right, when you think about it. And they wrote me a letter saying something about, you broke some rule, and if you want to dispute it, just respond back. And I responded back. I didn't know what I did. They didn't say what I did. They just said, broke some rule of theirs. And I don't care about any rules of anything. There are no rules in my world. It's just love, and then you don't need rules, and you don't need to be guarded, and the freedom of that. Anyways, I get a response back instantly from Facebook saying you're kicked out for life, and I'm like, cool. And so I didn't go, oh my God, and none of that. That everything that happens to me, I instantly, you heard about my toe and banging my toe, and instantly I just look for the water and love how my body can heal itself. That I love, I don't need Facebook, I don't need any of that. Our vibration is so powerful with this love that we can attract everything that we want, and we'll be given thoughts and attract people and circumstances that we could have never figured out. And so we don't have to do stuff. Quit doing. You just get do. Instead, just be, and be love, enjoy. know that all is well, getting even better. And now for Joey's most glorious time of our session is that we've invited our hearts in.
We've invited our hearts in.
Now it's time for our dreams to begin.
Now it's time for our dreams to begin.
And I just have to take a little pause. Shell, if you're not interacting with the Master Heart family, start interacting and I'll connect you guys or whatever you need to do. But I'm interacting with all you guys all the time. And Shell sends me a video text the other day and she sings our Master Heart family to me because she said, I know, Dr. Hank, you asked for big happy surprises, so I want to give you a big happy surprises. I mean, I have people tithe to me because you tithe to any organization, person, whatever, that has helped you in your spiritual walk, that has helped you get closer to God. And so all kinds of wonderful things. So I want all of you to start connecting with each other. And we love our Master Heart family.
We love our Master Heart family. Unmute your phone.
Walk together merrily.
As we walk together merrily.
Sound off our Master Heart family.
Sound off our Master Heart family.
Master Heart
Come on, be
family.
like children. Sound off our Master Heart family.
Sound off our Master Heart family.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
We want to give special thanks to Archangel Michael for coming and visiting with us today, and to all of you that know that now today, this week, your life is taking off like a rocket, and even more so. I love you all. Thanks so much.